Oh, this is not going to end well. Oh, God. Right then, welcome back to ToCA Race Driver 3. Before we get started, I just want to thank everyone who left comments in the last episode regarding having to win the races, every race in the championships I've done so far to unlock the bonus championships. You can tell I haven't done what I call it the secondary career. It's not, it's just basically free race mode, pretty much. But yeah, I've already gone through the championships I've already done and won the races, and I've finally unlocked Caliburn Classic, which I've never done before. I've never done any of the bonus championships on this one before, so this is all a new experience. So yeah, we have the Caliburn Classic coming up, and if you notice as well, I've started to update the thumbnails as well for ToCA Race Driver 2, just to add it with the rest of them, really. So if you see the thumbnails changing over the next coming days, then you know why. So yes, we have the Caliburn Classic, and we have 8 races in. Laguna 1, Alton Park Long, Laguna 2, Bathurst, Mantorp Long, Laguna Seca, Road America, and Brands Hatch Indy. And we're just going to keep it at 2 laps each, like always. You can have full events as well. I forgot to mention this since we started this secondary career. You can have full events, which basically is 2 legs. You have a sprint race and you have a feature race. So, for example, if you have, say, a 7-lap event in the feature, you have a 3-lap sprint. But we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to keep it as 2 laps, just 1 race per event, because otherwise it would go up to, yeah, 40-odd minutes just for a small event. So yeah, there we go then. Gonna keep the grid positions as random, and we only have the 1 car to choose from. It is the Aston Martin DB9 Coupe, not Coupe, it's Coupe. And what colour are we gonna go for? We can either choose... Oh, not really... Oh, I'm an old man, let's go for beige. Okay, so we're taking the guise of Tim Hanks. Any relation to Tom? No idea. Anyway, here we go then, race 1. And away we go. Oh, bumps galore. No damage done just yet. Only 10 cars in this series as well. So yeah, I've managed to get through all the other championships. Luckily, any of the championships you've done, say if you've done 5 races... Oh, this is not going to end well. Oh, God. Say if you've done 5 races and you won all but 2 of them, you don't have to go back through the entire championship again. You can just do the 2 races that you haven't done, and that counts towards unlocking bonus content like the cars and, of course, the championships. And these cars handle like ass. Then it is an Aston Martin, so... Right, up into 4th again. But yeah, proof that I've never done these championships or the secondary career. Otherwise I would have known that I have to win the every single race. It doesn't actually tell you. The only thing is that you have to win... It just says win championship. If you want to unlock the cars, it just says win the championships on hard or normal difficulty. It doesn't say win every race. So, oh, and again, into the wall. God's sake. Well, my car's knackered. Well, my engine's knackered. So, yeah, not going to be able to win this championship. Not getting all victories anyway. Christ, the bumps and jumps and the car just goes really floaty. It's like a Eutechnics game. Anyone who's played any games from Eutechnics, like Max Power Racing or Total Driving, which I have to get around to finishing at some point, or just continuing, you know that if you go over a slight bump, the car becomes like really floaty and weird and starts acting strange. That's what this feels like. Well, top 4. Not too bad. If we can keep him behind us. I don't think we will be able to, though. No, because our engine's damaged. So he has the speed advantage. So a top 5 instead, which isn't too bad. And over the line, and race complete. Oh well. Better than nothing. Nicely done then. So race 1 complete. Carl Schneider is leading the championship at the moment. 10 points, I've only got a lowly 2, which isn't great. But oh well. Alton Park Long for race number 2. Should do a bit better here, hopefully. And away we go. Starting in 4th. See, I could just cheat and put this on normal difficulty. And it would just be a breeze. Because regarding the thumbnails of the other videos, what I've had to do is start at the back just to get a good picture, really. Start at the back and be in like a little bunch of cars. Use the same card I did use for the main career. And then just edit the thumbnails as always. But yeah, if you put it on normal difficulty, it's so bloody easy. Start a 1-lap race. Start at the back, say a 20-car grid, and, you know, by halfway through a lap, you're leading. So, yeah, it's a lot simpler, but no, I'm just going to keep it on hard difficulty for now. Just to give myself a little bit of a challenge, and then when I have to do the championships off-screen, complete them, get first place on all the races, and I can just whack it down to normal difficulty. Because that all does count towards the final completion rate anyway. But so far in the secondary career, we're up to 30%. So that's not bad going. But still loads of championships to go. I think about 25, 26, something like that. Not including these bonus ones. Alright, 1 lap to go. In second. Come back here. Yeah, I must admit, the Aston doesn't handle great. Very understeery, very unresponsive. Dive up the inside, send it. Get out and walk. Suck on that one. Gotta be careful. Yeah, this is a circuit that was converted from ToCA Race Driver 2 onto GTR 2. Because the bumps and everything are all exactly the same. So, yeah, now we know where this awful bloody track version came from. With all its bumps and jumps and Vauxhall Cavaliers rolling all over the damn place. Could you imagine if they had laser scanned tracks back in the day? The technology that they would use these days, like say for a Assetto Corsa or Assetto Corsa Competizione and stuff like that. Laser scan tracks for ToCA Race Driver, whatever next. There you go, first victory then. Nice one, get out. Awesome. So that should... yeah, we're tied on points now with Carl Schneider. As we go back to Lochrannoch. Yay. All the lovely people standing around looking bored. Well, it is Scotland, I suppose. Oh look, cows in the field. And the game crashed. Hooray. Right, so luckily it saves, so we can just get back to the race again. So back in MO. Don't you just love it when technology doesn't work properly? Anyway, off we go. Second verse, same as the first. Oh look, cows. Right, don't crash this time, please. Strangely enough, ToCA Race Driver 2 is the only game in the 3 that crashes on a regular basis. The other two don't. ToCA Race Driver 1 never crashed at all. Brakes don't work. Never crashed at all apart from when we were going to Norris Ring and the track file was named incorrectly from extracting the files from the disk. It was Nor Big 1. It shouldn't have had the 1 on the end. But yeah, ToCA Race Driver 3 has never crashed. This is the only one that does. Strange enough. But I don't think we're going to win on this one. Hey, and we're flying. Topping out 170 or thereabouts. Brake about 10 years before the corner. Get around properly. Dive up the inside of you. Thank you very much. Oh look, cows. Just very, very compressed cardboard cutout images of cows in the field. Lovely. Alright, let's brake about here, shall we? Dive up the inside again of you. Use you as a mobile brake. Thank you. That worked. If all else fails, brute force and ignorance. That's my motto. Right, all we need to do is just survive this last few couple of corners. And then we'll be fine. You know, we can get our second victory, which would be nice. And Geronimo! Hey! Now, if you had a photo mode on this, that would have been an awesome screen grab to get a damn good photo for a thumbnail. Get off. Oh, damage the engine now as well. No, you can sod off, matey. And there we go, victory number 2. Nice one. Oh look, cows. Nice. So now we're 22 to 18 from Schneider and Dudley West. Not bad. Right, next race then, Bathurst, Mount Panorama. And away we go. Now, unlike the Bathurst 12 hours, no kangaroos are in this game, unfortunately. Nice, go through Hell Corner. Now, Bathurst, the racetrack is going up a mountain. The developers of ToCA Race Driver 2, well, 1 and 3, took that literally, as my voice decides to break. Yeah, the bumps and jumps, as you've known me mention many times before and bitch about, it's not like this in real life. Your car doesn't take off like that, going over a small jump. Oh well, so far so good, we got through. Oh, brake. Can we get the edge on you? Not quite. No, what are you braking around here for? You can go pretty much flat out around those twisties. Right, last corner, Forest Elbow, before we go on to Conrad. Get out of the way. Yeah, just brute force and ignorance, like I said. Stay in his draft. And then I should be able to overtake him going into the chase. Topping out 174. Late break. About here. No, it didn't quite work. Oh, I had a perfect line going through there. Actually, I didn't. Not at all. I was too tight. Didn't get my apex. Oh well, 1 lap down, 1 to go. At least we're in second. Let's have a look at our lovely bent car. Ooh. Yeah, it definitely looks old and crumpled. Mind you, saying that colour, I know it's like a gold colour or whatever, but it does look kind of beige. I don't mind it, to be honest. Reminds me of those old Ford Anglias and the old Cortinas and the Ford Granadas. Now that was a car. That was basically a tank. It was just road legal. Especially the Granada Estate. Or wagon, as some people call it. No, it's an estate car. Right, get your arse back here. Oh, and there goes the windscreen. We've done minor damage. Right, come and get him through the twisties. Nope, the car's gonna take off again. Thanks, game. Oh god, it's hard to see the apexes on the corners coming up with the windscreen the way it is. Right. So our last chance of getting him is going through the chase, but I don't think we will because we're too far back. So, looks like we're going to be settling for second. Which I suppose isn't too bad. There we go, at least we're topping out at the same normal speed. No. Sadly, going to be second place. No, I was actually going to dive through the gravel then and take him out, but the physics of this game aren't the greatest, so decided better of it. Oh well, there we go. Second place, so that shouldn't dent our championship too much. 28 to 18. So we've still got a 10-point cushion, and we still got 4 races to go, I should say. And the Swedish flags are flying. And here we go. Ooh, my teammate. Cheeky bugger. Jesus Christ. I think they all bought my book from W.H. Smith's, How to Be a Crappy Race Driver, and are using it against me as my own weapon. Someone by the side of me? Yeah, it's my teammate again. No, you can sod off. God, the acceleration on these cars isn't great either. Right, so we're in 5th. We could do something about this. Like, probably finish 6th, now that I've mentioned it. I think the only opportunity that I'm going to have is if I shortcut the chicane, or the tight hairpin, and this corner in particular, get right on the inside. Yeah, so if I shortcut the tight hairpin, or the little chicane, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, if I don't do that, losing it, come on, for God's sake. Excuse me? Piss off. Right, I'm going for it. Didn't really benefit me at all. It slowed us down more than anything. Oh, that's crap. No, see, how can they get more bloody speed than me? Oh, and it's gone again. Oh. Stupid game. So, the game crashing for a second time seems to have been a blessing in disguise, because we managed to take the lead and keep it for the duration of the entire race. It has been pretty close, but second place did bin it into the gravel trap, so we were fairly lucky. So, yeah, there we go. Finally, we get through this race and we do it with a victory, so awesome. Hopefully, the game won't crash anymore. Fingers crossed, but you never know with this bloody thing. Anyway, Nigel Yates, where was Carl? He was 5th. Schneider's losing his touch, so we got an 18-point advantage now over Schneider, and he's only got a 3-point advantage over Colin Bright. Awesome. 3 races to go. Laguna Seca is next. Bart Seca, as always. Laguna Simpson. And off we go. Not a bad corner. Oh, that one could have been better. Nicely done, up into second. Now the thing is, I am fighting for wins in this championship, but the thing is, they're not really necessary anyway. Because once you've completed the race or the championship, you can just go back and do it again. And you don't really miss anything, because we don't... The weirdest thing, or the stupidest thing about it, is certain championships you can only unlock the extra cars if you win that championship outright. But once you win the championship, you're not going to go back to it anyway, because you've already done it. So what is the point in having bonus cars that you can race on when the championship is already complete? It makes no sense. But oh well. There must be method to their madness, I suppose. Or in this case, none. Under the ToCA bridge. Through the corkscrew. Can we get a good run out? Nope. Not a chance. So another second place. No, my luck, the game is going to crash about 20 more bloody times. Oh, or I'm just going to lose it. Well, that was well held. Ah, we could have actually got the win then if we hadn't messed up on that final couple of corners. Probably would have been able to take him on the tight left, but oh well. It wasn't what's his face, Carl Schneider anyway. He didn't even come into points. It was Duncan was that Verborung? Verborung? Is that correct? I don't know. I don't bloody know at all. Anyway, Road America, the penultimate race in this championship. And away we go. This game doesn't look too bad, does it, for its age? I mean, it looks more polished. So it came out a year after R Factor. And we've just started a series on that one. And the graphics actually do look, dare I say it, slightly more polished than R Factor. It's sort of, R Factor is great, but it's very rough around the edges. You can see that with some of the car modelling and stuff. You can see the polygons. It hasn't really been smoothed out much. So it definitely does feel like a 15-year-old game, whereas this one, it could pass off as a Simcade type of PlayStation 3 or 4 game sort of thing. Maybe, well, maybe not PlayStation 4, but you know what I mean. It still looks good for its age. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, of course, Road America, we don't really do well here, so... chances of a victory, slim to absolute none. We might do if the game crashes, you never know. We've got a good run out of the last corner, so if we can draft these three, might be able to get a position or two before the end of the race. In theory. Late break. Nope, didn't quite work. Okay, up into third. Nice. Now, this is one of the unlockable bonus championships, of course, and I must admit, pretty disappointed. It's very boring. They're just using the same cars as they do in some of the other championships. They just called it a different name. I would have thought, you know, being a bonus championship, they would have had maybe multi-class racing, so say like the Super Trucks against something else, or the Formula Fords, just to make it a bit more interesting, but no, this has been actually a pretty substandard championship. Or, you know, they could have added, you know, like extra cars that didn't appear in the main game, or did any of the other secondary career. Just in these like special championships, you could have had like a Dodge Viper or something like that. But no, we're stuck with the box standard machines. And it looks like another second place is on the cards. Splendiferous. Right. Oh. Get lost. Cool. So another second place. Great. There's another new winner as well, Paul Wilcox. So, oh, we're not even going to be caught now, are we? We're 25 points ahead of Colin Bright. Carl Schneider has actually dropped down to third. What was that? 29 points back. So, bloody hell. Right, last race then. Brands Hatch Indy. This is going to be a very quick race. 2 laps around here. It's going to take about a minute and a half. And away we go. Let's go through paddock. 3 wide. Let's see if we can get a victory. Another victory would be nice, just to hammer the nail into the coffin. Yep, so sub 50 second lap times. Oh, messed that up. Took too much speed, a bit too much oversteer. Or understeer. Shall I make a dodgy move at the end? No, didn't even have enough time. Oh well, second place again. First of the losers, so we're first in something. But that's fine, we blitzed the championship anyway, and that is the Caliburn Classic. Hooray! And the game didn't crash again. Brilliant. So there we go then, 56 points to 27 for Colin and Nigel Yates. Carl Schneider loses out and drops to 4th. So there we go, we do get the championship win, and that is it. So I just have to go through again on normal difficulty and do the Caliburn Classic again. Luckily I only have to do race 1, 4, 6, 7 and 8. So that's not too bad. Right, so that was the first in the bonus championships then. We still have Mamba Single Day, which is complete 20 championships to unlock, and then the Speed Circus, complete the Caliburn Classic and the Mamba Single Day to unlock. So, yeah, all to play for still. So what do we have coming up? Oh, we got 2 Duez Cups. Ah, okay. Where's the other one? Yeah, one's a Duez Cup, one's a Duez Trophy. So, yeah, next time then is the Duez Trophy, because as you can see, we got the win last time out, and all the other ones as well I've gone through and got the victory. So yeah, we got the Subaru Impreza WRX for the next championship. So yeah, I'll leave it here for now. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time for the Duez Trophy. Take very good care.